Hi everyone. This is a really fun day for me because I get to do a reading, and this is a gift from a client of mine to a wonderful person on her list for Christmas. So this video is entitled A Gift for a Special Boss. And what we're going to do is a combination of tarot and tea leaf cards. And I've got everything assembled here. We just got to turn the camera down and get busy. So, turning it down, you can see I'm going to be using the Everyday Tarot, and the Tea Leaf Fortune cards are in here. So, just so we don't burn ourselves, I've pre-shuffled, but I'm going to shuffle again, and I'm going to start laying down the pyramid. So these, for the special boss, are teacup cards, and I find them very, very talkative. I like the way that they, tilt towards each other. We do get reversals. But right now, I'm just shuffling the cards for this person. We're going to be laying out 15 cards. And I'm going to take a little section right here. If I can get a hang on it. There we go. So we're going to push that aside. And in amongst the teacup cards, we're going to lay a few of these. Now, the idea is that this gentleman, who is a boss, I've chosen a significator card being the Emperor. So I'm going to set that up there because the whole direction of the reading is going to be going up to that. And when I get to the line of 4, I'm going to shuffle these again, and we're going to put a couple tarot cards under some of the teacup cards. So here we go. Another little shuffle. Okay, so let's start laying them out. Now I'm going to have to scoot the camera once in a while, I think, so that we can get a good look at the layout. And I don't turn these cards. The way they go down is the way they go down. It's more honest that way. So there's our bottom 5. Now this is where I want to put in a few of these, just for that extra little bit of info. Okay, we'll cut it. And we're going to lay down 4. Toss those aside. They have done their duty. Okay, so now these go on top as we build the pyramid. Now we're going to go 3, 2, and scoot our Emperor back a little bit and put in the 1. Okay, they go to the side. So let us begin with the thought again that this is probably going to be information for this person for the month ahead. Now, everybody moves at their own speed, so it might take a bit longer for some people to digest the information and move with it. Other people might jump on it right away. So the energy's been set. Let's begin. All right, so this one is reversed, and it says you will receive a gift. Well, that's weird because he is receiving a gift with this reading, and it's upside down. But what I would be saying to the person, if they were sitting across from me, something that you would consider a gift, it either doesn't materialize, it doesn't make you happy, and a gift is usually in a box, just like this one. And if this one is closed this way, reversed, it is opened up. So I can honestly say I'm opening up this box for this person. But it's sort of throwing me a bit. So it won't be a gift like you expect. It's not going to come in a package. And if somebody offers you something in the next month other than this reading, um, it may not feel, it's one of those gifts that maybe comes with, strings and attachments, and it's not something that you actually want to receive. So we're going to have to open this up and see what else it's talking about. Now, this one is mice, discord among friends or family, but it's upside down again. So this one to me says that you're aware of some undercurrents. When the mice are caught, it's like you've found out some information, you've been dealing with some people that maybe have been doing things under the table, underhanded. This can be things going on behind your back. And it's minor little things that add up. And these can be quite irritating, but when you find it out, this may be connected to this. It is nice that you found it out, but now you got to deal with it. So somehow you've stumbled onto this, and it is a gift that you're catching it now. This irritation, this trouble, these little things that have been adding up. And when mice are there, they take away something. They nibble away at things. And it's never pleasant. So when they're found out, the gift is, I guess, being able to turn that around and make things better. Once you're aware of something, you can correct it. All right. Kangaroo. Now he's looking at this situation. So it's talking about unsettled times and the need to plan ahead. If you are aware of some things that aren't going according to plan and it's been niggling away at you, then it's time, like the kangaroo, to take a step forward, to leap, and almost pounce on this. Once you become aware of what's been happening, and you might have an idea of that already, then it's time to jump on it. And it's right here in the center at the base. So look at the situation that hasn't been going well. Realize it's a gift. It doesn't feel like a gift, but the time is to jump on it and correct anything that's not flowing and moving the way that you want it to move for the best interests of you. All right. Now this one, pay attention to your health, but it's upside down. I think that you're doing quite well with your health. You don't really need support, and this could be the health of this situation here, that you can handle this on your own. You don't need support. You have all the skills and capabilities to correct this mishap over here. And as I say, it may not make sense right now, but things in the next month or so, they come to your attention, you jump on it, you correct it, and you're not really asking for any other support other than you're using the knowledge and the skill that you have to make things work better. Okay, target. A goal-oriented person. Now that one is upside down. So I would say that if there's something that possibly you wanted to accomplish, but you put it on the back burner, it may be time now to bring some of that goal that idea, something that you were working towards forward. It's time. Because if it's upside down, you've sort of let something sit on the back burner. And sometimes that's the way it has to be until you're ready. But with the arrow coming in here and it's hitting the target, it's time. And it's time to work on this below here. Okay, now this could get tricky because I've never done this before with tarot below the cards, but we're going to see how it goes. Recognition and reward for merit. That's a nice basket. That's a cornucopia. It's full. It's like that harvest at the end of the season. You know, we're coming up to the end of the year. I think you have to recognize within yourself and others where you have met some of your goals, because this is a reward for merit. If you really step back and look at how the year has gone and the goals that you want yet to achieve, be proud of everything that you have accomplished. And if you need to add some more to the basket, do so. This one here, the Queen of Cups. Okay, now this, the Queen of Cups is generally a woman, doesn't have to be a woman, but she is very gifted. You can see the basket here. She's looking at it. She's a person who's very intuitive, very knowledgeable. There's a certain magic about her. And you can tap into that. If it's not you, then it's passing along a reward and a thank you for all that this woman has done and bringing some of this good fortune to your world. And it doesn't have to be about work, although it can be. And it's giving thanks for the support that this other person has given you, all their intuition, all their ideas. They've always had your back. And sometimes it's good to say thank you. So that is quite nice together. This one here, and it's pointing towards this. This is the gavel, involvement with the law. Okay, so if there's been something that you've been working on that maybe hasn't been perfect and you've corrected it, there is that rewarded feeling for having accomplished that. And it may be things that you thought weren't above board. Because if this is with the law, this is legalities, it can be paperwork, it's things that you know you have to be very careful with when it comes to the law. You want to follow things and make sure that everything's above board. So here, it looks like it's going in your favor. When that gavel comes down, it's like bang. And this is the Knight of Cups. So I think it's good news. A knight for me is someone who delivers news, much like the page. But he's not as focused as he could be at times. So if you need to be paying a little bit more attention to paperwork, getting some of that paperwork filed and into the proper hands, because the Knight of Cups, he can get going on things, but he's easily distracted. So the idea is do what you need to do, try not to get distracted, and be able to then reap the rewards. And I think you feel that you need to do some of that. Okay, this one here, the shield. You need to defend yourself. Now it's pointing this way, so we're going to have to wait and see what's happening with that card. Now I'm just going to adjust these cards as we move up a little bit. I'll finish this line so that you actually get to see the images a little bit better. I'm getting a little bit of uncomfortableness between these two cards, because this one says you need to defend yourself and this one says involvement with the law. So make sure, as I mentioned earlier, that you try in the next month, if there's any paperwork that needs to be completed and filed, and if you have any questions, then consult someone and find out the facts so that you can provide the right information at the right time to the right departments. And this one, because it's pointing this way, away from that, there's another issue, I think, over here. Now, Here we have the Page of Cups. And this is a messenger card, as I say, when you get the pages, and the knights move that message along. But this one here, thinking here just a little bit. Use your intuition. You know, this woman here or this person is looking into the cup. It's something that deserves a second look. And sometimes we have to defend ourselves. We have to protect ourselves, shield ourselves from things that are uncomfortable or not going the way that they should be. And the message here is definitely pointing. Let's see what this other card over here has to say. You will be taken care of in a difficult time. So that is nice. If you've got a staff, this can be the staff that you're working with. This can be a staff of support. Although over here it did say that, like at the cane there, that cane that's upside down, that you haven't had the support. Maybe the support is now coming during a difficult time. And it may be with legal matters and the need to protect yourself. And the Ten of Cups talks to me about happiness as well as family. So if there are some issues with the family in the next month, you know, use your intuition. Family can be very difficult at times, and other times it runs quite smoothly. So it looks like there is family support here. And I guess it's using your intuition as to whom to look to for that support. Not every family member understands what we're going through, and we don't want to always share with certain people. But there is something here. At 10 is completion. So you will be taken care of in difficult times, and that might be with support from family. And I like how this cane is pointing this way. And if there are difficulties within the family, with that 10 of Cups there, it like turns around. And if you have been sort of guarding some things and not being as open with the family, I think it's, you know, it's time to maybe soften that a little bit. Use your intuition, though, on how to move forward. Okay, so that was neat with the tarot cards there. So family message moves along. Use your intuition. Okay, so let's get to the heart of the matter. I'm going to go right to this one here. And work, achievement, and success. Well, I think I know that this person is a Capricorn. So work, that sense of security, that is something that the Capricorns value. They're strong, they're ambitious, they're born to climb and be adaptable as they move through their world. But I'm going to stop and just pause and move the camera in a bit. Okay, so we have here the hardworking person, and it seems to be leaning towards this way. So again, there may be something that you were working on that sort of got sidetracked on or left on the back burner for a bit. But the heart of the matter is it is time. Sorry, I keep hitting my microphone there. It is time for work, achievement, and success. Like really zero in and set those goals and do the work. And you know, an ant has a colony. You don't have to feel that you're doing all this yourself. Find the right people to help you with whatever task it is, but it's right here at the heart of the matter. And it's right above the Page of Cups. So the message at the heart of the spread is refocus and really do the necessary work to accomplish what you want. And it will be worthwhile for you because, you know, the ants, they gather the best people and it's teamwork. but it is sort of pointing over here towards the family. So there may be some family members that can assist you, take the load off a bit so that you can focus on this, or are you focusing on something with the family at this time? Okay, we'll go back to this one here, rainbow. This is when things are starting to pick up for you. The most difficult part of a situation is over. And, with the rainbow, you got your wishes, your hopes, and your dreams, and finding that pot of gold at the bottom. Really, really nice card. And if it has to do with any legal matters, things seem to be going in your favor. And this is sometimes monetary, but also that feeling of accomplishment. All right, over here, cracked cup. Now this is like the teacup. It falls on the ground, it breaks, disperses, and this can be parts of ourselves, wear and tear. But it says here dissatisfaction with life. So if you're dissatisfied, it's the idea of working at making things better and, reaching those goals and everything coming into harmony. But again, this card seems to be over the family. So I get the feeling that things are not perfect. And but these cups, they can be put back together, You've got that crazy glue, you got whatever it takes to pull it together if you want, but it's going to take some work. So there may be some issues that need to be tended to and mended. And that can mean dropping your shield a little bit because it's pointing to that 10 of Cups. And then there's the satisfaction, hopefully, of fixing something that needs fixing. All right, we have a short journey there, and it looks like it's quite happy, maybe connected to a little bit of work because you've got the ant card there. So it might be a bit of a business trip, but it will be fruitful because it goes from that to the rainbow down to the basket. And horses for me are always movement. Okay, then a dark man. Dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. Now, you would know that better than I, but there may be some difficulties with you, with this dark man, and it also needs to be worked on. And if this is a business relationship, things need to be tidied up a little bit. If it's a family matter, you're still working on it, because if I tip this down a little bit, you'll see that there's the family card, the cracked cup, and the dealings with a relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. So, and dark man can also be that sort of dark horse, Oh, it's right next to the dark. Okay, dark horse. They're just a little bit complex, a little bit difficult. So in the next month, watch for that situation. And if things had been running smoothly, there's some cracks that start to appear. Okay, and the last one, there it is there. Great personal sorrow, but it's upside down, so that is happiness. So when it's landing right below the Emperor card, right there. So if there has been sorrow, if there has been disappointment, it's time to, let it go. Let's be like this horse, move towards, happier times, take action to make it so, because it's all about great personal happiness then when it's turned like this. And then there is still that line between move it again, the family card here. There seems to be an issue with a dark-haired man, and they may have brought sorrow before, but some of that is clearing up and moving forward into happier times. At least with the ant card in the middle, you can make it work. So, my friend, I hope that you have enjoyed this gift for a special boss. And I really, really hope that you make sense of what I say here. Sit with it. Um, Watch the video a few times and maybe check back and just see how things are ticking along. But with the ant card in the middle, I would say that things are going to be progressing for you with any issues that aren't perfect. And you do have the skills and the know how to make things work, make that team that you need to gather those forces, because that is wonderful to have in the center and wonderful to see that any sorrow or heartache has been turned around. So, this goes out from my client to a very special person, and I hope they enjoy it. And feel free to contact me and fill me in on any information, because I like joining the dots with information that the clients can provide. So, Merry Christmas, happy season.